Hi, Diana Debbie here from An Ageless Life, and today I would like to talk to you about face mask syndrome. It's kind of a thing, but it may not be what you think it is. It is the name that kind of came up as what happens when people wear face masks all the time. So I'm going to put one on to show you, and many parts of the country are starting to go back into a more normal way of existing. Some of them are not sheltering, many of them are not sheltering in at home as much as they were before. And so they've started opening up stores and those kinds of things. And so what I want to talk today about is what happens when we wear face masks all the time. And so I'm just going to put one on and I'm going to show you a couple of things that happen with wearing the face mask. And obviously I can't talk with this is on because you can't hear me very well. So I'll put it on and show you. As you can see from the video, what happens is the whole head and front part of the face shifts forward. And I call that turtle syndrome because that's exactly what's happening. Just like a turtle sends their head and their body out from where their head out from where their body is, that's exactly what people are doing. And what that does over time, and I've talked to many people over the past week or so that are complaining about having headaches or some tension or soreness in the neck or even pulling up the shoulders, because that's the next part of what happens is the head goes forward, then the shoulders start coming forward as well. And this can be because they are wearing a mask outside somewhere. It could be that they're wearing a mask inside of a store, but it really changes the way that we move and what it is that we do. So I am going to talk about the second syndrome, or the other thing that I see. And of course, let's go back and look at the first one. It is the turtle syndrome, where basically I've got the mask on. I'm going here because I'm trying to either keep it underneath my glasses, because when I put it under my glasses slip down, or it might be that I'm trying to read something and I'm trying to keep this mask in place. It doesn't matter if you have the mask that's like this, that has the two, or if you have the mask that ties up at the top. We're doing something in order to change the way that we're looking or feeling or reading in order to keep the mask in place. It's not natural for us. We're not used to it. The second syndrome that I see, or second aspect that I see, is baby bird. And I call it baby bird because it's exactly what it reminds me of when a mother bird comes in and she's feeding the babies, and the babies are all doing this thing, and I'll do it from the side, where they put their heads forward and up like this. So you can see the chin is up and they're going this direction. And again, this is in order to keep that face mask in place, going like this and then looking down. We're trying to figure out how to keep this in place while they drive, while you're doing something on a computer, if you're in a place where you're doing the social distancing for work, which many of us are going back to work, and that's what the reality of where we are is. Other times it's when you're at the grocery store. And the other thing that I've noticed is a lot of times people become very inward when they have on a mask. You'll notice if you're in the grocery store, in a store, nobody looks at each other, nobody looks in their eyes. Everybody's got this more downward posture and positioning. And so what we want to be able to do is to reverse some of that. So in order to do that, I'm going to give you a couple of exercises to do in order to offset that. So for turtle, and again, that's the one where the head comes forward like this. You can actually see the head will come forward and then the body starts rounding here. So what we want to do is pretend like we have a double chin, or make a double chin. Not something that we typically want to do or even think about, right? A double chin, I don't want it. But in this case, we really do want to, because we want to be able to stretch and lengthen these muscles in a different way than what we've jammed those vertebrae together like this. So I want you to think about pulling the chin back, but also pulling this part of your head up this direction, right? So, and if you need to, you can use your hands and kind of pull up a little bit, you know, where that bony process is back here. Just kind of feel a gentle lift and just hold this for 5 seconds. I'm breathing the whole time I'm doing that because that helps release the tightness or the tension. And that's one of the things that you can do in order to relieve some of that turtleneck. With regard to baby bird, and baby bird is one where this is up like this and forward. I'm exaggerating it a lot. Usually it's only like this a little bit. It's not as far forward as turtle, but it's up in this direction, is to really start thinking about the jawline. So instead of having the jawline be this direction, right here, we want to take it so it's more here. See the difference in the angle? So we're going from this to this, right? From here to here. And now I'm going to pretend like I've got somebody pulling on my hair here, and I'm just going to lift up from my head and create space all through here. Just lift up. Or another way you can do it is take your hand, put it on top of your head, on the back part right here, and feel like you're pushing up into that space and breathe. Because again, we don't want to create more tightness and tension in an area that's already congested and doing things that it's not used to and basically is crunched up. There is one exercise more that I recommend for everybody, and this is even if we're not wearing a face mask, but especially with a face mask. And again, when we're interacting with the public, we're starting to be more this direction because we don't know if somebody else is sick, we don't want to get too close to them, we don't want them to think that we're getting too close. But to do an exercise I call a chest opener, really opens up this part. I'm going to take my hands, clasp them behind my back, and then I'm just going to stretch this way. Now I'm not stretching back, I'm stretching out this direction. So I create space in here, and I can really feel, and I can move this a little bit this direction and really feel my hands are in this kind of shape in the back. So it's really pulling out this direction. And then I can do my head with this right here and breathe. And that's pretty much it. So for you, the challenge is going to be, and I would ask for you to do this a couple times. Let me know how your body feels, what it is that's going on. Try them. It's a great exercise, and like I said, you can do them pretty much anywhere. I've done these in settings where there are other people around and nobody really even notices or pays attention to what it is that you're doing. So for this week, my series is going to be about things that you can do, little stretches like this and other things to help you as we start emerging back into the workplace, or if your workplace is at home, being able to do things in your not so ergonomically designed chair and work environment, because we didn't plan on it, right? This is a surprise. So thanks for joining in, and I will see you on Wednesday. Thanks again. Bye.